Hello everyone, this is J Stewart 00, and today I'm bringing you my custom Gunpla, the Exia Striker, and this is part 2. And like I said in the first review, the burst mode flames are painted in metallic green, so they now represent GN particles. And in this mode, his GN drive opens up, and my theory is that this, with a bunch of these GN flames shooting out, he actually can generate enough particles to have a faster firing rate, move much more faster mobility, speed, and also in this mode it's almost like he's using Trans M, but the thing is he's not using Trans M, and he doesn't have to worry about the side effect. And the thing is, if I could find it, I was originally going to add, you get 2 of these long ones here, and what I was originally going to do is just put these on his side skirt here to pretty much have a longer one. Problem is, I can't find my second one, so I got to stick with the shorter ones, but I just want you to imagine that the longer ones are supposed to be on there. And the reason why the longer ones are supposed to be on there is because the fact that he's got the things here, and these just also generate a GN particle, so that's why it's supposed to be a lot longer than that. I've also got him holding 2 GN swords, his 2 GN swords, that way you can see what he somewhat looks like when he has his dual wielding GN swords. And another thing I forgot to mention, I also painted this metallic green, so they kind of represent GN condensers now on his hands. And I also want to just talk about what exactly it is in this burst mode, or another fun feature with burst mode. The thing is, he can actually use Trans M with this mode at the same time, and by doing so, he actually can generate enough GN particles from his GN drive to allow him to quantumize and do everything the Quanta Gundam and the 00 Riser can do. And the thing was, I was actually going to originally add a second GN drive to him. Problem was, because of my theory, if he uses Trans M and burst mode at the same time, my fear was that if he had 2 GN drives, they could overload and explode. I mean, this is just hypothetical theory here, and so I decided not to add a second GN drive to him. And I'm also going to talk about the story behind him, like the storyline, because with every Gunpla custom, there's always a story with your custom Gunpla. And mine is that Celestial Being was looking to updating the Quanta Gundam after the movie The Trailblazer, because if you saw what happened at the end, we saw, I think they're called the Elise, I could be wrong, correct me if I am, and pretty much they attached to the Quanta Gundam, and Setsuna also was attached with the Elise, and pretty much he freely roamed the galaxy with his Quanta Gundam, and Celestial Being, of course, wanted their close combat Gundam. But seeing how there was only not a whole lot they could do, because they realized there were problems with the Quanta Gundam, like for one, the fact that his only defense was his shield on his side here. And pretty much the other problem was that there was a GN drive on that shield. So technically, if that shield was destroyed, then the Quanta Gundam could not operate. So what they decided to do was update the GN funnels on this guy, and allowing it to pretty much also be used as a defense mechanism. And if you kind of notice, let me put his arms down. These are from the idea of the riser here. And they can also have, and when these two are on the shoulders here, these actually are powerful enough to copy the Virtue's beam bazooka firepower. Let's see here. But pretty much the story behind them is that Celestial Being was wanting to update the Quanta Gundam, and so what they did is took the 00 Riser, the Exia, and the Quanta Gundam, and made this guy. And like I said, that was the theory about the full burst with this guy in burst mode, and also having 2 GN drives is what Celestial Being thought about, and they decided that they weren't going to add a second GN drive to this guy because of that factor. Because this is meant to be an element of surprise that no one should know, that no one's supposed to realize that this guy can use Trans Am while in this mode. It's supposed to be a wild card on other people. And so that is my custom Gunpla. Something else I'm going to mention, I am going to try bringing more customs, and there is actually a reason why I painted this guy all blue, is because I'm going to make a custom Reborns Gundam, hopefully sometime soon, and that's why I painted him all blue, is because the Reborns Gundam is going to be in all red, so kind of the controversy of blue versus red, and so on. I would have customized the O Gundam, but when I did, it just didn't turn out the way I did, and it's kind of embarrassing to show, to be honest. I mean, but if you really want to see it, just put it on the comments and say you want to see it, and like I said, I will forewarn you about it. It's not necessarily the best, because what I did is took parts from the, I'm trying to think, what is it? The Astray F-Type and the Dark Matter with the O Gundam. And like I said, it's not necessarily the best. And I'm just going to also just give you a rough estimate of this guy's height here. Okay, if he can just stay up. He does actually have good weight ratio. And what I'm putting next to him is a 20 fluid ounce Mountain Dew bottle. I'll just bag this up a little for you guys. And that is pretty much my custom Gunpla. As I've said before, leave a comment, subscribe, share the video, and if you have a custom Gunpla of mine, write it on the comments. I'll get back to you on it, and if you want, I'll try and build it for you. This is J Stewart 00, and I'll see you guys later.